Have you ever wondered about the most unusual places on Earth and their hidden histories? Well, you're in for a treat. We're about to embark on an intriguing journey, one that will reveal the fascinating and often overlooked corners of our world. Our mission? To seek out the places that defy the ordinary, the places that make you question what you know about history and geography, and the places that are shrouded in mystery and brimming with quirks. These are no ordinary tourist destinations. They're unique, filled with stories that are almost too strange to be true, yet they are. These are the places that have slipped through the cracks of mainstream history. Places that have been left to the whispers of time and the curiosity of the few who dare to look a little deeper. Our selection criteria? Uniqueness, without a doubt. We're not interested in the Eiffel Tower or the Great Wall. We're hunting for the places that make you scratch your head and say, really, that exists? Places that are often overlooked but hold a wealth of untold stories. Historical significance is another key factor. Every place has a past, but not all pasts are created equal. We're looking for the places with histories that are as unique as they are. Histories that are filled with unexpected twists and turns, the kind that make you rethink what you thought you knew about our world. And let's not forget the quirkiness of facts associated with them. The more unusual, the better. We're talking about facts that are so outlandish, so bizarre, that they border on the unbelievable. Yet, they're all true, adding another layer of intrigue to these already captivating places. So, buckle up. We're about to venture off the beaten path to discover the places that have been hiding in plain sight, waiting for their stories to be told. Prepare for a journey into the unknown as we dive into the most unusual places on Earth. Starting our journey, we land in Australia at the Great Emu War Memorial. Now, if you're wondering if you heard that right, yes, you did. We're talking about a full-blown war, but not with another country. This was a war against emus. The year was 1932. Australia was in the grip of the Great Depression. Farmers in Western Australia found themselves in a peculiar predicament. Their wheat crops were under attack, not by pests or disease, but by a horde of some 20,000 emus migrating inland from the coastal regions. The emus, in their quest for food and water, were laying waste to the crops, causing significant agricultural damage. The farmers, many of whom were World War I veterans, made a desperate appeal to the Australian government. Their request? Military assistance to tackle the emu onslaught. The government responded, deploying soldiers armed with machine guns in what was to become one of the most bizarre conflicts in history, the Great Emu War. Yet despite their superior firepower, the soldiers found their avian adversaries to be surprisingly resilient. The emus scattered and regrouped, evading the soldiers' attempts to curb their numbers. After several weeks of fruitless combat, the military withdrew, and the war was unofficially declared a victory for the emus. The episode, though a source of embarrassment at the time, has since taken on a more humorous tone in Australian history. Fast forward to today, and we find ourselves at the Great Emu War Memorial. It's a modest monument, nothing grandiose, but it serves a purpose: to commemorate this unusual chapter in Australia's history. The memorial isn't just about the war itself, but also about the resilience of the farmers and the emus alike. The Great Emu War may have been a conflict of the unconventional kind, but it's a part of Australia's rich and diverse history nonetheless. A testament to a war fought against birds, the Great Emu War Memorial stands as a quirky reminder of Australia's past. Next, we delve beneath the streets of Paris, into the Catacombs. This vast network of subterranean tunnels and rooms, stretching more than 200 miles, is not just an underground labyrinth. It's also an immense ossuary, a final resting place for over 6 million souls. Begun in the late 18th century, the catacombs were a practical solution to a pressing problem. With cemeteries in the city overflowing and causing public health issues, authorities decided to use the ancient tunnels and quarries beneath the city to house the remains. Over the years, countless remains were exhumed from their graves and meticulously arranged in the catacombs. The bones were often organized in macabre yet artistic formations, creating walls of skulls and femurs that still stand today. Now you might think that a place filled with millions of human bones would be avoided, shunned even. But here's where the unusual part comes in. The catacombs of Paris have become a significant tourist attraction. Each year, thousands of visitors descend into the depths, captivated by the eerie beauty of these subterranean chambers. They wander through the dimly lit tunnels, their footsteps echoing off the stone walls, and marvel at the sheer scale of this city of the dead. It's not just the bones that draw people in, there's a certain mystery, a palpable sense of history that hangs in the cool, damp air. It's a place where you can feel the weight of the past pressing in from all sides, where you can touch the cold stone and know that you're touching a piece of history. You might say there's something oddly life-affirming about it. It's a stark reminder of our mortality, yes, but it's also a testament to the enduring nature of the human spirit, to our ability to find beauty and meaning even in the face of death. A city of the dead beneath the city of love. The catacombs of Paris remind us of the fascinating relationship between life and death. We now journey to Mexico, to the eerie island of the Dolls. Nestled in the canals of Xochimilco, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, this island presents a spectacle that's as fascinating as it is unnerving. It's a place where hundreds of dolls, weathered by time and elements, hang from trees, creating an atmosphere that oscillates between enchanting and chilling. The island owes its peculiar decoration to one man, Don Julian Santana Barrera. Legend has it that Don Julian, the sole inhabitant of this tiny island, discovered the body of a little girl who had drowned in the canal. Soon after, he found a doll floating nearby which he believed belonged to the girl. In an act of respect, he hung the doll on a tree. However, the story took a turn for the eerie. Don Julian began to hear whispers, footsteps, and anguished wails in the darkness, even though his island was miles away from civilization. Plagued by the thought that the girl's spirit had not been at peace, he started hanging more dolls in an attempt to appease her spirit. Over 50 years, Don Julian collected and hung dolls of all shapes and sizes. Some he found in the canals, some in the rubbish heaps around Mexico City. Each doll, he believed, was a token to soothe the girl's restless spirit. The Island of the Dolls, or Isla de las Muñecas, as it's known locally, has since become a tourist attraction. Visitors from around the globe come to witness this unusual spectacle, drawn by the island's uncanny charm and the compelling story of Don Julian's dedication. Sadly, in 2001, Don Julian was found drowned at the same spot where he had found the girl's body all those years ago. His family now runs the island, preserving his legacy and welcoming curious visitors who are drawn to this place of haunting beauty and history. A place where childhood joy meets eerie dread, the Island of the Dolls holds a compelling story of belief and fear. As we conclude our journey, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discovered. We've ventured into the unseen corners of our world, unearthing stories and places that defy conventional wisdom. We started off in Australia, at the Great Emu War Memorial, a testament to an unusual conflict between man and bird. This tale of feathers, bullets, and unexpected defiance is a quirky reminder that sometimes, nature has a way of surprising us. Then, we descended into the dark and eerie labyrinth of the Catacombs of Paris. A chilling sanctuary of bones and skulls, this place is a stark reminder of our mortality. Yet, it also tells a story of resilience, as the city found a unique solution to a public health crisis in the late 18th century. Our journey took a turn for the macabre in Mexico, on the Island of the Dolls. This haunting spot, shrouded in superstition and eeriness, serves as a memorial to a lost soul. It's a place where hundreds of silent, glassy-eyed spectators hang from trees, each with a tale that sends shivers down the spine. Each of these places is steeped in history, their stories veiled in mystery and intrigue. They serve as reminders that our world is filled with hidden corners waiting to be discovered, places that challenge our understanding of the ordinary and compel us to look beyond the familiar. As we wrap up, remember this. History isn't just about kings, queens, wars, and treaties, it's also about emus that won a war, catacombs housing millions of bones, and islands adorned with dolls. It's about the quirky, the unexpected, the unusual. Remember, the world is full of unusual places waiting for us to uncover their hidden histories and quirky facts. Until our next journey, keep exploring.